It's time for another round of the Hype TBR. Hi, I'm Stephanie. Thanks for joining me on LiteraryHypewoman channel. Today I'm playing my game. This is the second round. If you haven't already watched the August wrap-up, you can see how many of the books from the first round that I tried that I actually made it through. I'm pretty proud of myself, I will say that much, so go me. So now we're going to try it again since I didn't die. My list didn't crush me. So we're going to try this again. So let's get rolling. We're going to start out with a roll of the D12 to see how many times I will be rolling for reads in September. 7. Okay, that's not too bad. That is not too bad. I will take 7. I will take it. That is not bad. Okay. So now I'm going to roll a D20 and move my little mini Daenerys around the board. Starting with a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got a billboard. Billboard is a thrift store find. When I initially made these cards, my thought for a thrift store find would be to run down to the local thrift store down the street and find something and read it. I was not anticipating how late I would be doing this at night. So I went through my shelves and found a previous thrift store find that I've been meaning to read for a while, and that is Anne of Green Gables. It is a classic. As a redhead, I clearly identified with Anne of Green Gables as a child. And so I've been meaning to reread this since Anne with an E started forever ago. So this has been on my list for a while, so I'm excited to finally get that back on the TBR list and get it out as a reminder to actually do this reread. Roll number 2, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got a spotlight. A book with a gray spine. Roll number 2 was a book with a gray spine. So for that, I am whipping out The Diamond Die by Kate Quinn. It is a historical fiction, World War II. I've always loved World War II fiction. Very special place in my heart. I just haven't gotten around to this one yet this year. I've had it since January or so. Came out in March. But yeah, so I will tackle The Diamond Die by Kate Quinn this month. Roll number 3. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A speaker. That is page-to-screen TV. Something that was turned into a TV show. Roll number 3 is page-to-screen TV. So for that one, I'm going with the very hot current show, The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. This has been on my list for a while as well. I was recently gifted this copy from a book fairy in one of my Facebook book groups. So since that's brand new on my shelves and super hot, let's hit it up. It won't be summer technically, but it'll be summer in my heart. And now for roll number 4. Got a 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Social media. Whatever. A book with a 3.5 to 4.5 star average on Goodreads. For roll number 4, I got a Goodreads that has a 3.5 to 4.4 star rating right now. So I am picking Radical Love by Zachary Levi because A, I love Zachary Levi, B, I love Zachary Levi, and C, I've heard a little bit of his story when he appeared on the Inside of You podcast with Michael Rosenbaum and shared like his journey. And he's talked about how this book was originally supposed to be called From Suicide to Superhero, but as he was finishing it up, he realized he was not okay and had to redo parts of the book. So I'm very interested in seeing his journey and like a more in-depth look at his story. I'm sure it's going to be very powerful. I'm hoping it'll still be funny because he is hilarious and so goofy and funny, and I'm just very excited to read more about Zachary Levi. Time for roll number 5. 3. Ah, crap. Got an overhyped card. Pre-order a book and add it to the release month's list. Roll number 5 gave me a little bit of a break this month. It is to pre-order a book, and then that book will be part of the month that the book releases total, not including what I roll, if that makes sense. It'll make more sense next month when we talk about it, because the pre-order is Waypoint by Sam Heughan from Outlander. I've enjoyed watching him play Jamie on the show. I loved him on Men in Kilts when he got to show more of his real personality with Graham McTavish. I've seen him in person a few times, so this will be really exciting to get to know him a little bit better and his journey to Outlander. So Waypoints comes out October 25th, so that will be part of October's list. That's really cutting it close for me, so I might push it to November just for the sake of my own sanity. But we'll see what happens. Waypoints by Sam Heughan. Roll number 6. 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Got a speaker. And that is a YA read. I'm so excited about roll number 6 being YA. So excited. You know why? Because that means I get to read Soulmates by Susan Lee. It literally just came into my store today. Like an hour. We just got it a couple hours ago. I have been waiting so long for this book. I got to meet Susan at YALLFest last November where she first started telling me about this book, and I've been pumped for it ever since. It comes out this month, so we finally got my hands on it. I am so excited to dive into this and tell you all about it later. Soulmates by Susan Lee. Yeah! 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And another speaker. Historical fiction. The 7th and final roll of my September Hype TBR game is historical fiction. So I pulled The Only Woman in the Room by Marie Benedict. She's very well known for her historical fiction, and I haven't read any of her stuff yet. I know it's a problem. I have a couple of her books, just haven't gotten around to them, so this will be the month for The Only Woman in the Room by Marie Benedict. You know, I think my number one phrase that I've used during these first 2 TBRs is books that I've just haven't gotten around to. So at least this game has been good for me in that regard, where it's forcing me to examine my shelves and kind of to actually take stuff off and read that I bought many moons ago and forgot about, because I keep buying more. Book buying and book reading are very different hobbies. They are 2 different hobbies. I will die on that hill. But otherwise, I am looking forward to this month's books. I think it's going to be a really good roundup. So stay tuned to see how I rate these books, how many I actually get through, since I didn't get through one last month. The shame, I know, I'm sorry. I will do better this month, I hope. On top of all of the books from the TBR game, I'm also reading 2 other books in September as part of the very first Literary Hype Buddy Reads. Those are A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas and Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. They are 2 huge books, so if you're interested in joining into those conversations, drop a comment, tell me which title you want to do. You can do both, doesn't matter if you've read them before. Definitely join in, because this is going to be a lot of fun. So stick around. If you're enjoying this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share with your friends, you know, all the things to do with social media. I really appreciate you taking the time to hit those buttons, because it is so important for YouTube creators and it helps the channel grow. And I'm really looking forward to growing more with you and more bookish adventures here on Literary Hype. Thanks for watching.